All right, man. Got it.
Welcome to Don't Be Alarmed, We're Negros, the podcast where we take a colorful look at life, diversity, and the game of golf from the other side of the green. Over the next hour and change, you will hear explicit golf barbershop talk penetrating your ear. Enjoy. Please note, this is a warning for explicit content. If you don't like what you hear, find another podcast, bitches.
Glizzies on the beats, yeah. On the beats, yeah.
Don't be alarmed, we're Negros.
This is El Negro.
Freeze, Negros. Don't be alarmed, we're Negros.
Yes, indeed. Welcome back to Don't Be Alarmed, We're Negros. We'd like to welcome you back. I'm your player partner host himself, Mr. Emitch.
Emitch has exactly what we're looking for.
Motherfucking right I do. Your auntie's favorite golfer is in the house. We got a 4-pack. We got our foursome in the house. It's Players Week. So, you know, we got the players on the show. And we're going to talk about things.
Player.
Yes, indeedy. We got the World Travelers who are back with us just in time to be on this podcast. And so we'll introduce everyone, and then we're going to get to it. We have some great news of the week. We'll talk about the players. We're going to talk about everything. Suge's going to give us a full rundown of that. So we got Mr. Bob Vila. We call him Chachi Vila himself because he can do it all. He builds it all and does it all. We got cousin Chachi in the building.
Now you all know my cousin Chachi.
What's up, Chachi?
What up, y'all? I am happy to be on today. It's a good day.
Yeah, I love it. Right on. And then we got his player partner a little bit away from him in Diego. Our cousin, your cousin, the Nipla himself, Buga.
It's a nipple, because I'm drooling.
What up, Bug?
What's going on? I got a new long name, the Nips, Mr. Pass Pussy Up to be on the podcast because I love you. Get it in, get it in.
Wow.
Now I got to stroke myself because I can't get my stroke on.
All right.
This is the love I have for the fans. Pass my pussy for y'all.
Yeah, we got something for you on here. They responded last week. How you responded a couple weeks ago when we was on about, oh, we ain't got the wild book. Hey, I got some responses because you went wild on that last one. You went wild.
Okay.
Yeah, so they got a little bit here for you. And then they kind of went in on the rest of us a little bit too. So we'll talk about that. Then we got our player partner, man. Hey, he's getting everybody out of Denver off of this Denver Bronco team. He sent his favorite player to the Pittsburgh Steelers. We got Suga in the building. What up, Suge?
Let's weld.
Kiss my ass.
Come on, man.
Y'all ready to weld?
Hey, I'm telling you. Hey,
Mr. Unlimited.
He gonna come back and just do the Broncos
Good luck.
dirty.
Good luck with that. Good luck,
is.
motherfucker. Because we paying that whole salary. We some dumbass bitches.
He gonna come back and do Broncos dirty.
I can't. I'm going to the. I'll be at that game.
hey, and from what I heard is that they they might move that to our first game of the year.
Let's
just
do
to
it.
build a
Let's
little drama.
Come on.
So that's
Who-
really interesting.
Who gets more wins this year, the Broncos or the Steelers?
I think
Steelers.
that's an easy question to answer. Steelers.
Steelers.
No
The Broncos
question.
made
That's
themselves
an easy
worse
question.
by getting rid of Wilson.
I
They
think
made themselves worse by getting rid of everyone.
everybody.
They sold everybody.
Yeah.
They scraped it
got
down
much.
to the studs.
We underneath the floor. We underneath the subfloor right
We
now.
don't have nothing left.
At least
So-
you're real with that, Shug. At least
You
you're
get rid of
real
the
with
coach?
that.
Huh?
No, that'll be next, Chachi.
I mean-
hold on a minute. We gotta wait.
Yeah,
He
I
got
mean,
that old school offense and that old school way of doing things. And unless he can change his shit to
He
keep up
garbage.
with what we're doing, he's garbage. He's never
Does he have
built to
Breeze?
quarterbacks.
no, he
Nope.
does not.
So We gonna see
We got Jared Stidham right now.
who they're talking about starting. So
Yeah.
everyone on this said who. That's the look on their face. They said who.
Well, you know,
What I need to know is Javonte Williams going to be any good?
I think so. This dude does not, but I think he will be. I think he
How?
has potential.
Because he's
He
going to get the
just came
ball. He's
off
going to get
the
100
injury.
carries a game
He just
because you
came
have
off
no
the
quarterback. So guess what? We're going to, if I'm a D coordinator, what are you going to do?
Line the
we
box.
know you can't throw the ball. We're going to, hey,
We're gonna line. We're gonna
Don't
tear
throw it
in
to
the
him.
box.
He catches the ball well too.
They're gonna tear
You
the box.
lost your receivers. You lost your fucking
I know.
safeties.
We starting over. Like we got to get to golf, man. Fuck the Broncos right now. We getting it.
yeah. All right, that's fair. All right, well, since we're there, go ahead and tell us what we're gonna be talking about this week.
Hold up, Suga. Hold up, Suga, before you get there.
Mhm.
In case y'all didn't know, the man talking on the mic is your auntie's favorite golfer, my cousin Emitch. Go ahead and say hello, fam.
Hello.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's true. Right on, man.
Yeah.
Shout out to y'all fellas for joining, and shout out to the listeners for fucking with us, man. This episode, we're gonna get into the top golf news of the week. We're gonna get all into the players. Hope y'all ready to talk about that shit. You know what I'm saying? There's some players that's out there ain't doing shit.
For real.
76th place and up out there, cancel. You better get your ass moving. You know what you doing out here, man? Fucking up all these bets. So we'll get into this week's Players Championship. We got the Negros corner. We switching it up on your ass, the 19th hole. What would you do to fix the world of golf? That's going to be a long conversation. So we're going to get into that. What are we hating on? Our regular weekly segment. I don't know how much hate. You know what I'm saying? Like I really don't. Like it's the skies are blue again. Because someone
It's snowing there.
Shit, it's good. I'll bring the snow on, man. It's okay. It's March. It's the snowiest month. We're gonna get into the golf gigging song of the week. We got Joyner Lucas featuring Conway, Sticks and Stones.
It's very soulful.
It is, man. Gonna get at your ass on that one. So let's get into that golf news of the week.
Indeedy. Welcome to the Negro Golf News. Okay, first up, Tiger Woods is now part of another board on the PGA. They keep giving him more and more responsibilities. So what say you? Is this a slow exit of Tiger not playing any more golf? Because last time I checked, he was supposed to play the Players. People were trying to invite him, and he could get in, and he said no. He missed the deadline. So what's your opinion on golf, Tiger being part of the board in golf, and do you think he's almost getting there? Like it's time to be done, thinking that he's going to come out and do some stuff? Boog.
I think he's been done, and like we talked about, I think he just wants to leave on a high note. But this is what he always wanted after golf, is to run the PGA. That's why when Live happened, he was so against it, and when they switched it up and was going to merge, you heard nothing else from him. Rory switched sides, was like, yeah, I just want everybody back and the Ryder Cup, and they should play. But Tiger was still quiet because he wanted that position. He wants to be the commissioner of the PGA.
I like that stance. Chachi, what's your thoughts?
I don't know what I don't know, because when he played, wasn't really very vocal at all. Then after the injury, he came. He was obviously a more vocal and more open. But I don't know what his long-term goal is from that perspective. But from as a player, yeah, he's been done. I mean, it would have been nice for him to like go out on top after that Masters and just call it a quits. It's just he's too injured, and the players. I mean, it's a young man's game. I mean, ultimately, at the end of the day, those guys win.
Shug.
Would definitely agree, man. I mean, I think Tiger's been vocal. It just hasn't been in the public eye. I think he's been real vocal with a lot of players. I think a lot of players goading him for advice. And they already trust him. So he's already built that good relationship with a lot of the players. So I think this would be a natural transition for him.
He did stop talking to John Rahm when he left for Live. So
I mean, but then that means he's going to have more PGA cats on his side.
Yeah.
So I look at it like that. I mean, I think his playing days, I don't look at him as a guy that's going to go play on the senior tour. I
No,
don't
not at
look,
all.
he ain't going to be out there in Hawaii and shit
No, he said that from day one.
on
He's
the
never going to senior
afternoon.
tour.
Yeah. So I don't really see that. So I think this would be the next logical step for him because then he still stays close to the game.
I agree.
Now,
Speaking
do,
of,
do
go
you
ahead.
want him to continue, like, you know how for a long time guys will play the Masters or they'll play a couple of the majors, but particularly the Masters. Would you want to continue to see him at least, let's just say the Masters for now? Would you want him to continue to play that on a yearly basis?
No. Why?
Actually, so he knows the course like the back of his hands. It's not like you have to be super long. You just have to be accurate. And he knows it so much, and he's won so much there. And they don't really change. I mean, they're changing the pin placement. So I mean, but he knows that course. I think that's out of any course that he can play or any tournament, that's the one that he has the fairest shot to actually have a chance to win.
Okay, let me rephrase that. Okay, do you want him to continue to play when you know he can't win?
And that's why I said no.
Because that's what like a lot of those guys continue to do. They'll continue to play just that one tournament.
Here's what I'll say. I think if he could get up and actually get healthy enough to actually give it a go for one tournament, I think he could do that maybe for the next 10 years. And I think after that, maybe that's when it's like, no.
We don't want to see the Michael Jordan shit where he went to the Wizards and shit. Like,
hey, but
every
Mike
blue moon he was shooting shit like that.
Mike was called with the Wizards though too.
No, but like when guys
for
like
12 games.
Yeah,
like when Arnie played, kept playing, and Jack kept playing, it wasn't seen in that same way.
For real.
We all know, and we all see. So Tiger knows and sees too. And if anybody could win again, it'd be him taking his resume. But we all know he's not going to win another major.
I think
he has too many injuries.
I think he should play till Charlie could beat his ass.
Oh, that's cold blooded. Well, we'll see. The PGA needs him out there. Yeah, the PGA needs him.
That shit won't happen with LeBron. I'm sorry. LeBron was great. His younger son might have a better chance.
His younger son's a gangster, but we might have seen the last we've seen of Bronny playing in college. I think when they lost. So we'll see.
Yeah.
PGA. There's a couple of topics here, which we'll get to full swing. But Rory had mentioned that he wants to trim the field down, which is kind of interesting. Rory has been interesting altogether because, Boog, you mentioned it when we were talking before, like, hey, Rory flipped and went to one side and was like, oh, I want them all to come together and stuff like that. And then I think it was last week, he came out and said, hey, I hate the live. I hate what it did. Like, he's on his other shit too. So I don't know which way to take him. And then he still seems like even though he's jumped off a few boards and doing stuff because he just wants to play golf and he was busy, he's still kind of on his bullshit. Like, hey, we should tailor this and get rid of, a smaller field. But when you do that, you cut some of the younger players out of trying to be better and good. So thoughts on that?
Rory, and this is my own opinion, Rory trimming the field means more money for Rory when he can't win another major. And just like when we get to the swing, the show, he can't win a major. He hasn't won a major. He's stuck on that one. So he wants to trim the field so he could still be on top. If they trimmed the field when he first came into the league, what would he say then?
Right. He wouldn't make it. You're right.
Wouldn't even.
And he wants to talk about the purity of golf. If you make the tour, you play the tour, you play tournaments. So why trim the field?
You wouldn't even be a fart rolling out of a golf cart, bro.
I mean, they're already trimming the field for the signature events.
Yes.
So, but my only thing is that
it's terrible golf.
It's real hypocritical when that's what their complaint was about the live, was that those people didn't have to compete to get in. They were already get to play. And that's essentially what they're doing. So
right. It's fucking look, man. To me, Rory's a hoe. He's always he's one of the biggest, he's the biggest habitual line stepper in the PGA. You know what I mean? Like, he's gonna go one way, then he's gonna come back and act like he's all playing nice in the fucking sandbox. Then he's gonna try to hit these motherfuckers over the head again. He's so passive aggressive. That shit dry. I don't really like that, man.
I think that's a little unfair though, because he's the poster child. He was the guy that was going to step out during the whole live PGA thing. He was supposed to be the guy. And then they flipped on it. They flipped on his ass.
Well, he's not.
I mean, what were these? Like, yeah, I hate to live. I hate to live. I'm gonna do the party line. I hate to live. I hate to live. And then we're joining the live together. What? Wait, what?
Wait, Chachi.
I'm saying
so
he's
on
a
that
habitual
point,
fucking line stepper, dude.
Wait, on that point, Chachi, you get to choose what you want to speak about. You ain't got to say shit. There were players who didn't say nothing. He chose to take that position as the head guy, and they flipped on him. But what you expect the corporation to do?
Is he the head guy?
I didn't. Yeah, he is the head guy. He is the face.
I mean, that's it.
Is he the most talented guy in the PGA?
I didn't say that. No, I did not say that.
So that's
Hold
all
on
I'm
saying. They placed that on
Scheffler
him.
is probably.
Scheffler now is kicking ass, but he's not vocal. They need a vocal leader.
They're trying to make him
go to shit. That's experienced.
They're trying to make Scheffler vocal, and it's not working.
And Rory could have done the same thing. Rory didn't have to say shit. And if I go to work, I don't trust my company to do right by me. So why should he?
True.
It's a job.
It's true. Well,
then if you look at it as a job, then don't be mad at those other guys for leaving and going getting bread.
Exactly.
No, he was looking out for his own career because the PGA gives out money based on, your wins and your likenesses and how many people like you and all that shit. And if he's the face, he's going to get more money.
He gets that impact player check, so he's like, yeah.
So he stepped out to be the front guy. Sure.
Well,
but he chose that.
Now, I didn't say he didn't have to pay for it. I'm just saying it was, of course, he's going to flip flop if the PGA flip flopped.
Yeah, for real. 100. Now, speaking of that, Jay Monahan at the beginning of the Players Tournament gave a press conference, full presser out there. You guys can go check it out. We've all listened to it and everything like that. But I mean, he danced around a lot of questions, man. He was moonwalking around all that shit. He was just like, they asked him about the live in probably 150 different ways. and that dude was dancing around that so much. He didn't want to answer. He did say that he wants to be a part of the PIF still, and that is still happening and everything. Meanwhile, the players are like, hey, you got all these people like LeBron and AD and all these people investing in us and doing all these things. We don't want the PIF anymore. And
yes, you do.
Yes,
they
you do.
Invested in that $3 billion.
That money gonna run out. That money
they don't
run out.
LeBron them ain't putting in that much money.
Nope.
Right.
There's a limit.
I just thought it was super interesting. He actually was getting a little pissy. They had backed him into a corner. He would not answer those questions or whatever.
Because he a bitch.
Yeah.
He's worse than fucking Rory. Him and Rory they're similar.
He can't. What's he supposed to say, man? He's in negotiations still. I mean,
you know what? He's not negotiations. You know what he's negotiating? To get motherfucking money in his pocket, dude. That's what
I didn't say that wasn't part of the negotiations, but yeah, sure.
Yeah. That's all it is, dude.
Well,
I want to be a part of the PIF. I want to be part of the PGA.
Money you want to be part of the PIF. You get $3 billion.
Yeah, money here, money
break
there.
me a little piece of that.
Yeah, shit. Let me keep putting my
the funniest part
PGA players
to me is when they asked him a question about, hey, what are you saying about the players and stuff wanting to get rid of you and some of the other people at the PGA? They asked that question.
That to him. You will say that.
I mean, and he was like, there have been spirited discussions.
Valid question.
Amongst us all or whatever, but I still believe that I am leading this organization.
What is he supposed to fucking say? That's exactly all he can say.
Meanwhile, the players are like, get this motherfucking yoo-hoo out of here. Like,
that's what I'm so
and that's why
that's what matters
now.
For real. I actually think like he if this PIF deal doesn't go through, I would say has to be this year because eventually they're going to run out of that money again, right? That they just got invested in because they had to up the purses. They got to play these special players and do all this stuff like that. Eventually, they got to get to a point. The live is squeezing them out, and there's rumors that there's another big time dog getting ready to flip. I don't know who it is. I don't know whatever, but I keep reading that all over golf social media, golf news outlets, and shit like that.
Let's speculate.
Ooh, like Lowry or someone like that.
Left? It's got to be. Well, I don't know if I'd consider him a big dog, but
I don't necessarily either. But I know he plays in the Europe. Those European tour guys are quicker to go.
I would say over Shane Lowry. I would say somebody maybe Justin Rose.
Nah, Justin Rose is not a big name like that.
Justin Thomas, JT.
Oh, JT.
I don't see that either.
He ain't been winning.
JT or Speed? Ooh,
Spieth. Actually, Spieth would be my one.
I can see Spieth over JT.
But if one goes, all of them go. So that means
Fowler.
See, Fowler has
been turning it down, but now he's won. Maybe they upped the money that would give him. He's like, okay, now I'll go.
I don't think Fowler. I think Fowler would.
Fowler ain't won since last July. I don't think he's a big name like that.
But before that, he was terrible. So I'm saying he's played better. So maybe they upped it. Maybe they upped the money that they would pay him. So now
what do you mean he's been better? He hasn't had a top 10 since last July.
Last July, a lot of people haven't won since last July. I'm talking about compared to how he had been playing the year before.
My bad. You go from garbage to trash. I feel you.
Then a lot of people are trash because I don't know when the last time Shoffley won, and I like Shoffley, so I'm not even talking trash about him. But I don't know the last time he won.
I don't.
He's won before. He won recently.
Not since Fowler.
Last year.
Yes, he has.
Is he won this year?
I don't think he has.
There's only been 5 events this year so far.
No, there's been more than that, but he ain't won shit this year.
Well, this is my thing though.
Ricky ain't won this year.
Finau said no, so we know Finau is staying. Rory's staying. But what if it's someone?
Watch it be fucking Rory.
Maybe Finau said no for now.
Watch it be Rory and fucking be like, fuck all of y'all. Watch.
Why don't you take Wyndham Clark or even snag Jason Day?
Now I can see Jason Day.
Yeah, I can see Day. Day would be a good move.
Jason Day would be a bigger name.
Yeah.
I mean, it could be interesting. We'll see. We'll see what happens out there. Hey, speaking of all this, Full Swing season 2 was out there. I finished watching all the episodes and stuff. It started out strong. The first 2 episodes, Rory sat down in the chair. They were talking about all the live moves and all these things that were happening, right? Because it's a year removed from us. The shit that we text about, right? When it happened, the whole PIF takeover was during that time. And you could see the genuine reactions from the players when the PIF merger and everything was announced. And then they got to the end and, they highlighted some players and heard some crazy stuff or whatever. But then the end ends up with the Ryder Cup, everything, and they bring it full circle, which, at this point, John Rahm is still part of the PGA and everything like that. I think next year's Full Swing Part 3 is going to be special. But want to get your thoughts, Chachi. You had your hand up. I want to hear what you had to say about Full Swing 2.
I did not. I've only watched 7 of the 8 episodes, but kind of like
on those small ass chairs on the airplane.
Hey, we had a whole row to yourself almost.
You did too.
I know. I'm not sitting here complaining about it.
I'm talking about the flight in.
The flight in was dumb. So no, I thought it was. I think it always is so enlightening about who the players are to see kind of their lives and how they function outside of it and what they're thinking. But the one that really stuck out to me and it just pissed me off is fucking Joel Damon. Last year I'm like, he's cool as shit. This year I'm like, I would punch him if I was his caddy. I've been quit a long time ago.
Dude,
fuck that guy. I mean, you ain't even trying.
Dude, he just like all the way got the fame and then lost his shit. Like literally lost himself.
And he said he's like, I'm famous without winning and I don't know how to handle it. I don't want to practice. He's like, practice, bro. Let's go on the range. No, I'm okay. No. Go see a psychiatrist. No, I'm okay.
No, I'm good. And then he apologizes finally because he's drunk as shit when he's apologizing.
Yeah. At what point it's like does a motherfucker kind of lose motivation? Do you think he's scared? You think he's
lost it, bro?
Ain't that good?
Well, here's what I'm saying. Do you think here I'm gonna ask a question. Do you think he was either he just got a strike of lightning and had some good rounds?
No, because he got famous not even being good. He got famous because of Full Swing.
He was
and
on
how
Full
he
Swing.
had some personality, but then he got
he doesn't like one shit.
He was
Yeah,
the 70th worst. Now he's probably like 150th
So he
worst.
just wants to be a journeyman.
Yeah, he
I'll-
was fine with that.
I'll
But now
tell
he's like,
you.
gonna lose his card if you keep doing what he's doing.
And he bought a new house, got a baby, and you don't want to better yourself for your family.
You're right.
And
Like,
the guy who stuck with you forever, your best friend.
yeah.
Yeah, that was kind of shitty.
That was tough. Like and his
Yeah.
best friend was sticking with him. Like, hey, dude, do something. Like poking him with a stick. Like, let's do something.
Yeah.
Let's get better. I gotta feed my family too.
Exactly.
You're out
It's like
here just
slowly
like-
calling him out. Yeah.
Yeah,
And
like,
wait,
dude.
what did he say? He's like, well, you can go somewhere else. You can go and live, or you can go to another person. He's like,
I
you
don't
want me to quit you, and I'm your boy because
Yeah,
you want to quit.
for real.
I was
sounds
pissed, bro. That's why I stopped watching it. After that episode, I was like, I need to break right now. Let me watch a comedy
that was
show.
a hard.
Like
I paused for a minute or two.
It's like Rocky when he's trying to, Apollo had to get on his ass. When he was
Yeah.
trying to fight Clever Lang and shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but this is the thing though. He got famous from the show, but what happened was there's a lot of media outlets, right? Like we have a podcast, but there's a couple of big podcasts out there, and we're slowly joining them, right? Like, the Barstool one and everything like that. That when they see a dude and he's being a dude, right? Like has personality, they jump all over that. And he gets popular, right? And they do all this shit, right? And then they forget, like, oh, we can go on these podcasts, we can go on these shows and play with these regular people and look like a superstar and act like I'm down to earth and shit. But you got a real fucking job out here. Yeah. You got people that depend on you. And I just think he got the fame and shit because he wasn't winning tournaments. Like, how do you buy a new house and shit? Full swing. He got so popular that
Because
he
he's like
was making
the
that.
people's player.
For real. It was super interesting to me to see that, but I appreciate his caddy being honest, like being his homeboy and calling him out. It was a tough episode to watch. The Thomas Kim thing was interesting too, right? Because they always highlight someone.
They were kind of picking on his ass too. I've been like, y'all being dicks.
They were like when he went in the water and shit, like and got all
Yeah,
muddy
but
and he
even
came
before
back to the
that, when
clubhouse.
Yeah, but even before that, they were making fun of him.
Well, he's young, man. You know what
So
I'm saying?
what?
Like it's easy, but it's easy prey. Young folks is easy prey. I'm not
he
saying
seemed
right,
naive.
wrong,
He did
or
seem
whatever.
naive. Yeah.
But that's what the veterans are gonna do. Any fucking locker room, especially any kind of sports related locker room, you're the gazelle in there with the lions.
For real.
You get it.
But
And I did feel good for Fitzpatrick's brother when he
But
qualified
that was-
on his own. That was pretty.
That was a weird relationship to me too. Them two, because it's weird how they were close, but they seemed like they were rivals and loved each other's fame, but didn't like each other's fame at the same time.
Yeah, if you the younger brother, man, you how you get out from under that shadow?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm with you, but
That
he
shit
seemed
sounds
like,
like the same shit.
but it's one thing to be under somebody's shadow, but he seemed sort of jealous at the same time.
Yeah,
And that's your
of course.
family.
I
But
mean,
like, it'd be one of like the
I've
Kelsey,
never been jealous of anybody in my fam ever.
yeah, but like the Kelsey brothers, right? They're playing football, and so you could be like, oh, the Eagles just didn't play as well as a team as the Chiefs. This is individual. You are not playing as well as your brother.
But if you see the Kelsey brothers, they aren't jealous of each other.
But my point
They're
was that
real with each other though.
it's not they're real with each other, but they're also part of teams, and it takes a lot for a team to win.
sure. And
This
they both
is-
got a
This
ring.
is
There's
like
no
Venus
pressure.
and Serena. Like,
Yeah.
like they are
And
like
they
right
weren't
there.
jealous of each other either.
Yeah, we don't know that.
The Eagles didn't have Saquon.
Come on, bro. We know that because we see them.
Well,
I think Venus was very jealous of Serena in the later part of her career.
I think so. Well, I think
so,
She
too.
decided to take a different route and have a family and do all this other stuff. I don't think she was
all they
jealous.
had to do is just tighten them beads and keep it moving.
Come on, bro.
They weren't allowed to have them beats, remember?
Then the Ryder Cup thing happened, and then you see Zach Johnson picking the Ryder Cup team. I wanted to get your guys' opinion because we saw here at this year's Waste Management when he threw a fit when motherfuckers was basically cussing him out for putting that shitty team together, and we had such a shitty performance in that Ryder Cup, right? So now you
Worst
look
performance
at it,
ever.
Own your shit.
You look at how he put that together. So one thing, he was moonlighting, fucking his homeboys at his table with their wives and shit that whole time. And I was like, oh, this is how Ricky got on the fucking team. Like Ricky was playing good, He was playing good, but then you look at it like they were sitting at the table, all of those guys, and I was like, how the show painted it, I was like, oh shit, this is kind of crazy how they're getting it. And then meanwhile, you got the homeboy over there that wears the Jordans all the time. I can't even think of his name right now. The other guy. No.
No.
Oh. Shit.
He's slow and quiet. Don't talk to nobody. Fuck.
Yeah.
It'll come to me. But
I don't know.
he wanted to get back on the Ryder Cup team because he's been on 2 and he's always been on a losing team. So he was like, this is my chance. He played hard.
Not Graham. What's his name?
What is his name? It'll come to me. But and me and Boog always talk about his Jordans. He always sends it to me. He's like, oh, so-and-so, did you see his Jordans he had on today?
Fuck, what's his name?
But he got the calls, right? So he made the calls and stuff. The call he made to Brooks was interesting because he was like, brr, brr. He had his number, even though Brooks is on live. He was like, hey, you play well enough. Hey, we want to have you on the Ryder Cup team. Brooks was like, yeah, basically, cool. Yeah, I know. And then hung up the phone. It was quick. It was like a quick conversation, right? But then he had to call like some people and be like, hey, you didn't make the team. But then he called Ricky. He called JT, got on that team too, I think, right?
Yeah, that was the one that was bullshit. Ricky deserved to be on, but JT didn't do shit. He didn't make the top 30.
He was struggling.
Keegan Bradley.
He should have been on instead of JT.
Correct.
Yeah. So do you think that would have made a huge difference?
No.
I don't think the team was a shitty team.
Bradley had a better career that year than Jordan Smith.
Okay, so Bradley deserved to be on it for sure.
All I know is that the U.S. got they ass.
Mollywopped.
And
mollywopped. And
terrible.
This is the thing. They looked shell-shocked on there. It was so loud and stuff. So when you watch Tiger and DJ and all those guys play in their Ryder Cups when they were playing on the teams and stuff, hey, that shit didn't faze them. They were like, hey, we're going to come out here, and if you play against me, even Patrick Reed, he was going to take your soul, try to take your soul and beat you up in the name of the USA. The fans were ruckus out there. They were loud. They were giving it to us, and we got
had whooped the shit out of them in a historic fashion the time before. So
that's true. So they really wanted to get on us.
They was coming back,
and they were ready. That crowd was ready to jump on the U.S. players.
I have a question.
They did.
On the next Ryder Cup, does John Rahm get an invite?
Yes. Yeah, from the European side,
from
absolutely.
the Europeans, yeah. Oh, no doubt.
And Rory's going to be good with that because Rory's going to be there.
That shit. Rory's going to have to take the tampon out and get used to it, bro.
Okay.
But he said Rory, in his one flip, he said he wants the players to be able to play in these kind of Ryder Cups and President Cups.
Okay.
Oh, I did look it up, but Shoffley did not win last year. He had 2 runner-ups.
Yeah, I saw it too.
No wins.
But
he did win 3 times the year before.
And he was winning the Olympics and shit. That's when he won.
But Ricky Fowler won once.
He's still riding that Olympics one. Let's get a major shot. Let's go.
Ricky Fowler won once.
Well, last
and it was
year,
a garbage tournament.
He's won more than one time in his career.
He actually has a Players Championship.
We talking about last year. He
won once. That's more than Shoffley. 1-0.
You said last year he didn't win one. Ricky Fowler won one time and hasn't had top 10 since.
He had a bunch of top 10s.
Ricky Fowler?
Last year he did, for sure. He did.
Last year, when he won that tournament, he hadn't had a top 10 since then.
No,
they've been talking about it ever since.
He had a good season last year, bud.
Okay. Go Google the last top 10 he had after winning his last championship, his last tournament, since last year, July. He hasn't. They talked about it today. They talked about it last tournament and the tournament before that.
I got a question for you. If I make some bright orange golf gent shit like that, will you wear it for me?
Nope. Yep. Wait. If it's hurricane orange, yes.
Oh no, it's gonna be that Ricky Fowler orange.
Sherbert.
No, I'm good.
Sherbert.
I'm good.
Speaking of golf tournaments, though, we got the players playing right now. Should give us a rundown of where they're playing, the yardage, the purse and stuff. We know they're already playing today, and we're gonna give you a rundown of who do we think is going to win out of the top 20 that are playing right now in the field? So it's to you, Suge.
All right, man. This is Fresco. But we out here at the Players Championship on Sawgrass, out here at the Players Stadium course, Ponte Verde Beach, Florida. Par of 72, 7,275 yards with a purse of $25 million. That's a lot.
What's the name of the city?
That's a lot of time out there on the corner for those ladies out there because they keep it pimping.
What's the name of the city again?
Ponte Verde Beach.
I just like to see you look at it again and try and read it.
Black ass motherfucker.
He can have it right, but every time I say that, he looks at the screen like, he fucking with me.
Oh man, I gotta go back and look because I don't remember this shit.
A lot of people
a lot of green around here.
A lot of people are saying this is not an impressive field, but when you look at who's in this top 20 and placing, there's a lot of good people and great players that we have not heard, like the Jason Days and shit out there.
How can it not be a good field? I mean, everybody in the PGA is in.
I was about to say, everybody's in.
I mean, but you are missing your live players, which I mean, over time is going to is taking some of that magic away.
Charles Barkley said it this week. He said, "Hey, it almost seems like the PGA is a feeder for the live. The live has
I wouldn't go that far.
He said it has all the star power.
It has the older star power. It doesn't have the young players.
Don't let money Mike hear you say that shit.
What do you mean by older star power?
Well, I mean, DJ is a bit older. Patrick Reed's a bit, a little bit past their prime. They're not.
Well, I don't take
Patrick Reed don't even count.
I take the guys DJ, that they have though. Cam Smith's young. Cam Smith's young. Rom's in the middle of his thing. You got Terrell Hatton, who's been a up and down player, never been great.
You got the Gooch over there.
The Gooch. You got the Gooch. You are correct.
Y'all ain't on Ludwig, man. Y'all ain't on my man Ludwig out here on the PGA tour.
Stop.
Right out there for 6. He's out there trying to get it, baby.
But I can't wait till like the Masters and some of those. I just hate the fact that some of the, like if a guy goes to the live right now, a young guy, like Gooch or someone like that, they can't play in that damn Masters. They can't, they're just not letting them in. That just sucks.
He's mad about that shit too.
Well, he is mad, but I'm mad for him because there's got to be a way to get those guys in.
You know why I wouldn't be mad? You know why I wouldn't be mad? Because I'm gonna look at that motherfucking live money and that check coming in. Fuck.
I'll build my own course. Just
right.
like
I can build. Fuck it. I'll build Augusta.
This is my thing. Augusta and the Masters has touted themselves as a independent entity, as they said last year, and they will invite whoever they want to. So go ahead and give some invitations, because the one thing that people want to see is live versus PGA. We want to see that drama at the best courses and make it special. I think what people are afraid of is because Brooks last year, didn't he go into there and he took one of the trophies, right? He was like,
he got one of them.
Right. And so he went to the Masters. He's like, hey,
and the rest of them was like in the top 15.
Right.
Now Brom goes and takes one. Brooks takes one.
Right.
DJ has a good year. Woo!
Yeah. So you look at that and you're like, we can't have this. There's probably some shenanigans on the back end of that. Like, hey, for business, let's keep this as much as we can. Like, we know these guys got to show up and play here because they've been here. And those that have won and got the invitations, they deserve to be here. But it changed. When Brooks won last year, it changed a lot.
So how is the Players any different than a signature event?
That's a good question.
What do you mean?
The signature event, you have to be in the top, 50 or whatever to get in.
Yeah.
The Players, it's just the same top 50 or whatever. I mean, who gives? It's the same shit.
Mm-hmm.
Agreed.
Yeah.
But they call it a major, but it's not really, because like in the past, you didn't have those signature events. So you would always have certain guys that would just miss different tournaments. They play the tournaments they like.
Well,
and then the majors brought
The
everybody.
Players isn't a major. It's the Players. It's the people's major.
The fifth major. Yeah, whatever. But my point being, there would be people that would miss the Arnold Palmer because they didn't like that one.
Yeah.
The only time everybody came together was for those majors. Now it's kind of like all the PGAs together for every signature event. So This is just like another signature event.
I'm gonna tell you one thing. Some of these motherfuckers is going home tomorrow afternoon.
I'm gonna watch it after we done on the pod. I haven't
Is
seen
Ricky Fowler making the cut?
Probably
I don't
not.
think so. I think he's way back.
He was at even, and I don't know. He was at even. I don't know if he went past even. He was at even par when
he finished 74.
Oh,
he's
shit.
+2.
He's +2, so he got even worse. So, but
he
17
usually
was
his
fucking
second day
people
is
up.
usually his best day.
It's true. That's true.
Yeah, it goes.
We'll see.
I'll leave a bet on him.
And that's why I'm like, he's garbage to me, but his second day is usually his best day, and he makes a tournament. His third day is good, and his last day sucks.
Well,
he's
there's a lot of fucking guys sitting at -2 and -1. And what do you think the cut will be?
What's gonna happen is Scheffler's gonna play like crap tomorrow, but then he's gonna play well the next 2 days and win the fucking tournament again.
He's not gonna win.
I hope not. I don't like him. I don't know why I don't like him, but I don't like him either.
It's funny because the commentators were talking today, and they said if you shot even par between even and +1, you should consider yourself having a bad day. Because it's such a gettable course.
Yeah.
Well, and I mean, we're speaking. Let's go to the picks. We're speaking of Rory was on fire. He's sitting at tied in first place. But you got Wyndham Clark up there at first place too. So let's go around. When you look at the top of the field, who do you think is going to end up taking this tournament? Boog.
I had Xander as my pick yesterday when we thought we was going to have the show, and I figured Rory could win because he could win in big tournaments but not majors. And my sleeper was Day. I think because Day started playing good last year and coming up, and I thought this would be his breakout to come through. So yeah, I got Xander winning.
I like it. Okay, Chachi.
I also actually had Xander as well, and I also my other guy was Cantley, which I guess he's not playing too well this time. But
yeah, since you want to laugh at me, punk.
But no, actually, Wyndham Clark, you mentioned him. The thing about them was the thing I noticed about Full Swing is everybody and their goddamn like mental coaches. And I sit there and I'm playing golf and I'm like always mentally fucking myself. And I'm like, I'm good. I'm not the only one. I just need to get a mental
Everyone needs to go through a therapist at some point in their life.
Yeah.
But Wyndham Clark, I mean, he went to that therapist and now look at his ass. He keeps winning.
For real.
Go to a therapist. They're good for you. Get that shit out.
For real.
I think for a lot of these guys, golf is a reflection of their life. Like you could tell when someone is kind of sound and everything's kind of going right because it all seems to work out right. You know what I mean? And especially when a guy goes on a little run and can win a couple tournaments in a row. But I don't really see that happening in the PGA anytime soon. But I don't know. Sorry. Just don't.
Well, that was super deep.
Sorry, man.
What's your pick?
I'm actually going to go with someone who's not. I'm going to go with my man Ludwig, man. I'm going to see if he could do something out there. He started on the back 9.
Who?
Today. Ludwig Adberg, man. I'm going with my homeboy out there.
Shut up.
I'm serious, man.
That's your white size talking.
That's okay. My man out there from I don't know what country, but he's out there and he shot a good round today, man. And then I actually had Jason Day out there. But I do I'm gonna go with Ludwig, man, because you don't really hear too much of him, and he's got an opportunity to go out there and shoot another low round.
Ricky Fowler's tied for 109.
I'm not going with him.
I'm just saying it.
I ain't going with Sherbert.
Well, I'm gonna roll with. I think Scotty Scheffler is gonna make some noise. As we said before, he could have a down day tomorrow because historically that's what he does. But I think he could push for it. But I'm pulling for Wyndham Clark. That's my pick. So let's see.
Max Homa surprised me.
For real.
He'll fuck it up.
I just said I said he surprised me. So yeah, he will fuck it up, but he surprised me.
And I'll give a shout out to Jason Day too. We haven't said that name in a long time.
I'm glad
he's a huge leaderboard, and he changed his sponsorship from Nike to Malbone, and it got healthy, and he's out there doing his thing.
Jason Day will finish in the top 15.
15?
15?
Top 5, brother.
15?
Top 5, brother.
15.
Whoa,
where's he at right now?
Wait, hold on. Suge,
number
you said
6.
top what?
I
He's
said
15.
5.
Nah, he ain't doing that.
What?
Nope.
Do I need to take out the book, Chachi? We gonna have a bet?
We're gonna finally we're gonna finally put it on the book.
I got the book.
All right.
So on the book,
what you want to bet?
Yeah.
I got me and Marcus bet. He lost.
Yep.
And I can put I'll put it right now. We can bet a bottle on the book.
I mean, on this little thing, we
So-
bet a lot.
So
we bet
Jason
quite
I
often.
do bottles on this stuff, bruh.
So
Okay.
you're saying that
All right, we
that
can
they
put
won't finish in top 15?
Nope.
I say Dave will finish top 15.
Nope. All right, put a bottle on it.
I think that's a good bet.
You
so
taking
that
a
I
bottle
can-
on it?
Bottle.
Put it down.
I cannot get in on this, Chachi.
Huh?
Can you want to?
Hey, wait.
You
Should say
gonna
top
get
5 though.
15 too?
I think he can get in the top. Well, I'll say so. If we're gonna do it like that, then I will say he can get in the top 10.
Ooh.
10? I'll take a bottle on that. Sure.
I'll write that too.
Put it
Wait,
on
wait,
the
wait.
board.
Down.
Put it on the board.
I got
You
10.
said top 10?
Put it on the
15
Yeah.
board. I said Jason Day in the
Hold
top
on.
10.
Wait. Suge.
Jason
Shots.
Day, my Malbon homeboy.
Dave finished top 10?
Yes,
10,
sir.
he said.
10 toes
Okay.
down
It's in the book.
in the book.
My bar about to be restocked.
Not by me, by Chachi though.
Nope.
I mean by Suge though.
No.
Nope, y'all.
Hey, players will be good. Hey, the replay is on. I'll probably go rewatch it again.
Yeah, I'm recording
was
the replay. Yeah.
There was some crazy stuff that happened with Rory's ball that it bounced and went out of bounds, and they did not know where to put it because the volunteer was not watching where the entry was on the water. So 3
People all had to
players
talk about it.
had to talk about it and figure out how it's going, which took 8 minutes. They had a clock of 8 minutes, and Rory was like, "It's right here," and they figured
You
it
know,
out.
this shit's
but
on TV. You can just be like, look on the
Look
film.
at it. Right.
It's right
yeah,
here.
it was
Out
crazy.
here acting like Patrick Reed,
Oh, no.
causing controversy and shit, picking up balls, putting your club in the sand and then picking it up.
Come on, man.
Has Patrick Reed ever been penalized for cheating?
He needs to.
Nope.
They caught the
He has
motherfucker
not.
on camera, baby.
Hey, there
Sure.
was there was last
Patrick Reed and
week.
Russell Wilson.
Last week, there was some
Sure.
shenanigans.
He's
with
fucking-
the, with
he's
the ball
questionable,
moving
bro.
in the wind.
He's
You be
questionable.
questionable sometimes too.
Wait,
Hey,
what
I'm
happened?
straight
He
up
did?
with y'all. I would be straight up with y'all in golf.
Hey,
I don't give a fuck.
last week.
I'm not very good. I have to be straight up with y'all niggas.
There last week at a golf tournament, the ball was buried in some grass.
He's
the wind was
suspect.
the wind was
Wait, on the
blowing.
live?
No, it was in the PGA. The wind
Oh,
was
who was
Patrick
blowing.
Reed?
this?
Yeah, last week. Not Patrick,
Patrick
Reed.
Reed on the live.
Not
Yeah.
Patrick Reed. It was another player in the PGA, and he was moving his club by the ball, and the wind was blowing, but the ball was moving, and it
Yeah.
looked like
Oh.
he was improving his lie.
Right.
And
Yeah.
the commentator said, "Hey, if that was Patrick Reed, they would have crucified him."
See, I'm not the only one.
See?
So wait, I got a question, Suge. Here's my question. If you go to the store and steal something, but you don't get caught, are you a thief?
Yep.
No.
No.
Oh.
You're only a
Unless
thief if
you-
you get caught.
Well, I don't really
Terrible
you only
logic.
if you
That
get
is
caught. I
terrible
agree with
logic.
that.
You
I
only
agree
a
with
cheater
that.
if you get caught.
No, you are a cheater even if you don't get caught. You're a cheater
Chachi
didn't get
said
caught.
that is
No,
terrible
No,
logic.
no,
That is
sir.
It
terrible
might be
logic.
terrible logic, but on paperwork, that's what counts.
Exactly. If I ain't getting charged with nothing and
Hey,
arrested,
hey.
it didn't
Oh.
happen.
Chachi,
So
you see
if
the
you-
company we
boy.
keep.
I'm
If you
free
go
the
steal
boy.
something and you don't get caught, but people know you did it, they all think you're a thief. They know you're a thief.
Say it
That's
again.
called that's
Even though you
that's
didn't get
called
caught.
that store might probably
No,
gonna have
no.
insurance
If
to cover
if
that
should
stolen
go to
item.
the store and steal some shit, we
He's
all
a
know
thief.
that he don't get caught.
He's
We
a
can
thief.
say he's slick with his shit.
Well, you can call it different words.
We don't call him a thief.
I'm not gonna call him that, but that's what he is.
Nah, not to us.
It's just a different word. He still stole it. I mean, that's what a thief is. The definition.
So I
of
got a
thief.
question.
Slick Willie.
I didn't put a
Somebody-
value on should he have stolen it or not. I'm just saying he stole it, which makes him a thief.
I got another question. If you steal on somebody and you knock them out, did you really hit them?
Yes.
Yeah.
If they
Yes,
don't
I
know,
did.
if
Yeah.
they didn't know,
Yes.
I beat the shit out of that dude.
But
Fair.
But I'm just saying, Patrick Reed does some questionable shit.
Okay.
Questionable shit. Our government does questionable shit. Okay.
Hey, that's
we deal with it.
That's a whole different story. That's way out of. That's not even close.
We have a new segment called Negro's Corner. We'll make a new sound for that one. I did not make a sound for it, but
some kind of sound you gonna have.
I'm a
Gotta
Negro,
be like that.
You a Negro.
Old dude whistling or something.
Yeah, like something.
We're brothers.
Like a barrel fire and shit.
We're happy and we're something and we're colored. Yeah, that's the one we're gonna make.
We need AI for Gerald Levert's voice and shit. It's the Negro Corner.
Oh wow, okay.
You getting crucified for that one, dog.
I don't care. I don't care if Buga and all these other niggas be saying. I'm gonna let it out there.
We don't sing like you though.
That's okay. I was from my boy Brandon out here. And keeping it pimping. Pimping in the month of March, baby.
Hey, this Negro's Corner is brought to you by. Hey, we're back with Moto Caddy. Got a relationship. Hey,
Modo.
Yeah, we like to push in style. Moto Caddy got us right. Most of us are pushing that M5 GPS DHC electric caddy with downhill control, electric parking brake, 9-speed settings, GPS, onboard charging, and other features. Moto Caddy, the number one cart company in the world. They can get you right for the course today. Head over to motocaddy.us and check out all the dope push carts we have to offer. Shit, Suga sold a push cart, a Moto Caddy push cart at the Colorado Golf Expo. Had this dude's wife questioning everything. This nigga got a Moto Caddy.
And I don't know why she was even questioning. It didn't really seem like she was playing golf at all. That was my observation.
Because she didn't want her husband spending no money.
Well,
True
it's
that.
Too late. The light-skinned boy wonder.
I was like,
got it sold.
Hello, Moto.
Hello, Moto.
You want that Moto Caddy? You know you do. Get up on there.
Sold.
We was telling them you could put all.
We was selling them. We could put all kind of shit on there. We got that. We have that.
Yeah. Hey, Moto Caddy, come get me out of my current job. Come get me right now. I'm ready to hit the job running on that sales.
Mikey, don't listen to him. He don't work hard.
Oh wait. Oh, hold on. I don't know what you talking about. Y'all motherfuckers is like, what are you doing? What are you doing, Suge? Why you got your work phone again?
Didn't you take Didn't you take PTO?
Hey, there is sometimes
sometimes bullshit. PTO.
Hey, I'm just gonna tell you, there's it's a rough year. Hold on.
Prepare the others.
Yeah, prepare the others, but it's hard when you're launching the internet site and you're the one that runs it. So
did they give you a refund on your PTO?
Yes.
Okay, well then that's okay. You were working then.
We're all right. Guess what?
We worked it out.
Well, thank you. That brought to you.
Brother gonna work it out.
Hey,
Brother gonna work it out.
Negro Corner brought to you by Suge's PTO. Hey, this Negro's Corner has to do with the Anne Gregory Playing Through movie. Actually, they had a bunch of stories on Anne Gregory out there before, and then they redid the movie and did a movie about her. It's won all kind of independent movie awards out there. So it's a great story. First African-American woman to play in the national championship. She picked up golf from being around her husband, Percy. That's a pimp name. Percy Gregory.
Percy was pimping.
For real. Percy got sent to World War II, and she took a deeper dive into golf, and she started playing, and she took her kids and was going around, and they were only allowed to play at a 9-hole course. And on one fateful day in 1947, she said, "My money is green and it's good anywhere." And so she paid that golf course, and they let her play 18. First time Negro was out there to play 18 in that area. 1989, a year before her death, she won a gold medal in the Senior Olympics. Make sure you go out and check out the movie and hear more about Anne Gregory. Anne Gregory Playing Through. I believe it's on Prime Video or one of these streaming services.
It's on Prime.
Dope story, man. That's the
super dope story.
Dope story. Makes you proud when you see some shit like that. You know what I mean? Like that. All the what I'm saying is all the bad things that she had to deal with in her life and you see it come to fruition at the end of her, career, to be able to for them to pull together a movie like that and to cover her life. You know what I'm saying? I think that's a beautiful thing to see, man, even though it's covering a rough situation.
Yep, for real. So hey, make sure you go check out and support the Negros at the movie theme.
And they pimping on them. Look at them. You go to the website. Look at, I mean, black and white pictures, but you could tell that style has always been a thing.
Yeah, we style the world. Hip hop still styles the world.
Bringing culture to the.
Speaking of hip hop, hey, make sure
that's why Trump knows he can get your vote by having some Air Force One.
Whoa,
fucking terrible. If anybody I know buys those, man, I don't know.
That's stupid.
Thanks, Chachi. I needed that. I was not expecting that. Whoa,
Chachi is dumb.
Can't buy those.
But make sure you go check out the other independent film that's dropping next week, the Freaknik documentary. Hey, some of your mommies and aunties is gonna be in that shit.
Might have to blur
down in Miami, Florida.
Might have to blur that screen. Might have to blur that screen in some households.
For real. There's a lot of aunties and mamas and grandmamas, nigga, that was out there titty naked out at Miami Beach. So make sure y'all check out Freaknik last week. Produced by Jermaine Dupri and Uncle Luke. They came together. So shout out to them. It's gonna be
naked.
Do they have an uncut version?
Mile Park 18.
I don't know. The uncut version might be a lot.
Yeah, I think you should. I think Luke put out an uncut version on BET After Dark.
That shit used to be shit.
BET After Dark.
That BET uncut used to crack.
Yeah, it was. That was uncut. That's what it was.
Yeah, that uncut used to crack. But let's get to the 19th hole. Hey, the 19th hole is brought to you by Your Eyes Only Aesthetics. Anyone here want to spell aesthetics here?
Nope.
ESTHETICS.
I've seen you look up at the screen, but I love
yes,
it.
I did. Several looks. His eyes went.
Worry about your shit.
Sure did.
Don't worry about what I do. Worry about you.
Hey, they have great sunscreen to keep you right today. Suga and I didn't need it, but Buga and Chachi could have used it. Even actually with the snow out here.
Whoa, bro. My melanin's good.
It's still going to protect you from the harmful sun rays from my trusted esthetician, the Black Barbie. So shout out.
We needed it when we was in Playa del Carmen. We needed that shit.
He's just looking out for y'all, man. Ebony and I.
Marlena got toasted.
My daughter got burnt. She should have had it.
For real. Okay. There we go.
Yeah, light skin folks, man, it'll get you. That sun will creep up on your ass, man. It does.
That brings us to the 19th hole.
Listen, I'm on the 19th hole and I'm looking at a gimme.
Hey, the 19th hole, I had a question for everyone. Everyone talks about this live stuff and PGA stuff, and Jay Monahan had his talk before the players. What would you do to fix the world of golf today as it stands? What's your opinion of how you would run the world of golf? I have some thoughts here, but I'll go to Boog. You have any ideas?
I'm not gonna go by the PGA because sometimes they're a fuck show. But with the rules and stuff, some of the rules are stupid. Like you can move your stuff for man-made stuff, but if you go to most golf courses, they plant the trees, which means it was man-made. Because they put it down, watered it, and put it in the middle of the fairway or somewhere else. If your ball's against a tree or a root, move that shit. Fuck it. I'm not breaking my club for your ass. You already overcharged me to come play this course. And I think sometimes the USGA needs to go to certain courses and say, we need to audit your course to see if it's even regulated to be charged this much. Because your course ain't up to par. We charging you $100 and you got mold on the green. You ain't got no fairways.
I agree with that.
That'd be some of the rules I change.
Chachi, you got some rules you want to change?
Well, I just want to rebut his ridiculous. If you hit your ball into the trees, you should be able to move your ball because they plant the trees there on purpose because you ain't supposed to hit your ball there.
Which means, man, no, I'm talking about a tree.
I do agree. I
If
do
you talk
agree.
about Pebble Beach, there's a tree on the 18th hole in the middle of the fairway.
They put it there on purpose.
Don't hit that fucking. Don't hit the
Everything else
fucking tree.
about that course, you're not supposed to hit it to the middle of the damn course.
Don't hit the
hole.
tree.
You're not supposed to hit it on the cart path either, but you can move it.
Because that's not supposed to be there.
Right.
What's not supposed to be there? Cart path?
It wasn't built. It wasn't built as part of the challenge of the course to put a cart path there, or a sprinkler, or something like that. They purposely put the trees where they put them. They put the bushes where they put them. The rocks.
You can't call my shit ridiculous because it's mine. Worry about your shit. What's your rule?
I do agree with them on the price. Now, I think they need to find a way. And actually, I was reading an article about this, so they are kind of
ridiculous.
Making the courses, because we have a friend that's the GM at a local course over here in San Diego. Riverwalk should be the premier course. It's got perfect locations. It's a good track. But what he's working on, and what I think a lot of courses need to work on, is finding ways to get people to the course other than golf. Like, you go play, and that's 4 and 5 hours, but having concerts go on, I know in Europe that when they're not on the golf course, it's like it's a park on Sundays or whatever. I guess some of those courses are, like, finding ways to bring the community in, just so it's, because otherwise golf's going to die over time. I think it's going to become more and more expensive. Land is expensive. And so the only way to do it is to find other ways to bring youth and energy to the game.
I like that a lot, actually. You see it in some places where they actually do that, right? Like, they have concerts there. Like, make sure you have a good restaurant.
Like that Papago. When we went to Papago last year.
Yeah.
Remember they had that nice patio and all those people were sitting out there.
For real.
Had cornhole and kind of shit like that going on. Like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, for real. Have a good grounds crew, too, if you're going to have concerts out there on your course.
Well, yeah, of course. You're going to have to take care of. You ain't got to put them in the fairway. You can put them off in the rough.
Yeah.
For real.
Put them motherfuckers in the parking lot.
Put them in the bunker.
just something so you can take care of that.
Cover them bunkers up. Shit.
Right. But yeah, other than that, I mean, I would say make it less stuffy, but I don't know. I mean, if you made golf, try to make it younger and bring more energy. I still think there needs to be some of that structure in golf. I don't know. I think the game becomes something different if it gets too wild.
I agree with you. I just think more people have to be the one to make the shift, to make the change.
I got another one since Chachi brought that up. The PGA is a nonprofit, correct?
Correct.
Yeah, right now it is, but it's not trying to be.
Yeah. But we're talking about Mission. We're talking about Riverwalk being a premier course of Mission Valley. The PGA is a nonprofit, which means they should be giving back to the community. They should be giving back to certain courses to make them better courses and things like that, to build them up to make them better.
Yeah, and that takes money out of the pockets of people like Jay Monahan, man.
I'm just saying.
And Rory and those guys.
I need a new helicopter. That shit.
If you're a nonprofit, give back to what people are giving to you.
I feel that. And it just ain't time.
I mean, I think they certainly could, and this is gonna sound crazy, but they could certainly fund almost every high school golf program in the country. Because if a kid
it would be easy to
wants to play golf, they don't have their own clubs if they've never played before. They don't have the experience to go on these courses and stuff.
And how good would it be for and I mean, they could take that full gamut. Golf companies could give the clubs how cool would it be to have your, to be basically tattooed over high school sports in every state in the nation, dude.
Right?
Why would you not want to do that?
If you and then they could totally do it. If you play for 4 years at a school, your school's sponsored by TaylorMade. Right. You play for all 4 years. At the end of 4 years, you get to keep your clubs or something.
Right. Yeah.
That's not hurting them.
Make them work. I love that idea.
How many schools are sponsored by golf companies?
I don't know.
That's the thing.
None. They pay.
But they have to pay these golf courses to be able to play on them.
Yeah.
But they have schools sponsored by Nike and Adidas for basketball and football.
Yeah.
It would be smart for these golf companies to invest in that, and then that's a win-win for the community. I think. If you ask me, I agree with everything what everyone was saying.
Oh,
I'm gonna get more to people that I think need to leave golf,
Oh.
Randall
Oh, shit.
Chambly is one of those. Get his ass off the airwaves. He's a waste of space. A lot of hot air coming off the golf channel. Fuck that guy. Period. And I'll look at someone. I even look at the current commissioner, man, Jay Monahan, dude. I think you need to get new blood in there. Somebody that can really take a proactive new approach to this whole sport. To me, I wouldn't change necessarily the rules. I think some of them should be changed, but I would change more of the people, and also quit fucking with the ball. Leave it where it is. Those are my things.
So I like where you guys went. I took it a totally different way. I took it like Suga. I was like, oh, well, all golfers should be able to play all the events and shit like that. But I like where you guys are thinking like sponsorship and helping and reaching out. Because you're a nonprofit, you should be doing that shit or whatever, and that's awesome. Get rid of the world rankings. Who runs this shit? I don't know even the people that are out here that got the power to make that shit.
Randall runs that shit.
So any of us, we could go out and be like, we're starting a new golf ranking situation, and we're going to rank the golfers. The PGA should have their own ranking system, or LIV, or PIF, and rank all the golfers and start their world rankings or whatever like that. Let's just get rid of the shit and have something, because it's obviously biased.
You know what they should do? They should let Morgan Freeman govern all of golf and then just make the rankings.
And
because he's God?
Yeah.
Oh.
But
I got you.
But shouldn't your ranking, I mean, at one point, isn't the rate, you're playing against a course. So shouldn't it be based somehow on your handicap and your results over the last however many, regardless of whether it's a major or not, you're still playing the same damn course.
I agree, but I don't think there. So the hard part with that is that you have two organizations not playing the same courses.
Yeah, three organizations, really. They have three. They have three rankings.
But this is the thing that, as I said before, let's let them all play together. I don't give a fuck who plays. I just want to see the best product that's out here. I'm not faulting people for going to get their money. I'm not faulting the old guard for trying to keep what they built and get their money, even though it's wrong and they should have shared that money or whatever. I'm not faulting.
He said, I'm not faulting, even though it's wrong.
I know.
But the old guard even went to the new shit, so why are you playing?
So this is the thing. Let's bring them together and bring whoever. Make it easier for the people, the younger golfers coming up, like this Q school and all this shit. Like, I get it, but it's expensive, right? Right. And it's expensive for the newer golfers to get in and to make their way and to travel and stuff. I mean, DJ is out there and he's doing his thing and he's on the grind and stuff like that. And he could really benefit and really grow if they had a situation where they're like, hey, we're going to bring you young cats in. We're going to filter your money and do some stuff to help you guys grow. Because this is the thing. When these names that we know go away, and as we've already seen, Tiger's fading, they don't really have a big face out there, we're going to be left with motherfuckers that we don't know. And that is what's going to kill the PGA. They don't have a big person right now.
It didn't kill the NBA. And that kind of what happened with the NBA.
I think that's
hold on a minute. Hold on.
Not even close.
But this is the thing.
But when did the NBA not have a face?
The NBA's always had a face.
So I said they lost that older guard, and then you had the European group kind of come in.
But they've always had a face.
They've always had a face, though.
They've always had a dominant person.
Always comes back.
Right now, who are they pushing? You have the Jaws out there. You got the Anthony Edwards. You got the Joker.
Now,
you got all these people.
And the PGA's trying to push Rory, and now they're going to start pushing Fitzpatrick and those guys.
This is the thing. This is a second pusher, Rory. Remember, Rory was a fat ass.
He's kind of on the old guard, but
for real.
These other cats like
he just lost weight. He lost weight and reinvented himself.
Yeah.
So
it's a different situation. Of the world in those cats.
And Fitzpatrick is up and down. There's really no dominant. He's up and down.
To me,
Scheffler's the dominant one right now.
I look at Matt Fitzpatrick and I look at Rory. To me, that I almost think they're similar.
Are you going out and buying a pair of golf shoes because Scheffler is wearing them?
Fuck no.
No.
Tiger Woods.
He don't have a shoe out.
But the golf world's never been moved like that.
But I don't.
Yes, it has.
Tiger was doing it.
Okay. So we bought Nike because of Tiger. When it
Well,
came
you
to
told
golf
me
stuff.
your point was that Tiger never moved the needle because people didn't like his
No,
shoes.
I said Tiger moved the needle.
No, before when we were talking about this before with Jordan and Nike, and you were like Tiger never really did much Nike because I was asking you if we were talking about his new brand, and you were like even at his peak,
I
you were
said
saying
his
he was never that great.
His shoes.
Yeah. Okay.
But he moved the needle for like clothes. I have Tiger shirts.
Okay.
And we talk, and you know I don't like Ricky Fowler, but he kept Puma relevant.
Here's what I'll say about Tiger. Here's what I'm gonna say about Tiger. If Tiger Woods is playing better golf, his brand would be way more relevant than what it is now. And I'm not saying it's not relevant now. What I'm saying is that I think it would be on a whole nother level if he was actually playing and
this is the thing. He's got an off-white feel to this new Sunday, whatever he's calling this shit, Sunday Red, and people are still buying that shit. This is the problem.
I bet you Malbon is killing them right now, though.
Yeah, but Malbon's not killing Nike because they don't have that yet.
Ever.
They're killing that.
Nike ever.
But
they will never beat Nike.
They won't.
But they
never know.
Shout out to Malbon getting busy. They don't have enough power for that, but they're doing it.
Said, never know.
Yeah, but this is my thing. Tiger still moves the needle, so if he shows up at the tournament, he's the big name there still. Like it still doesn't matter.
So even if he's the big name, are people really rocking his shit?
They will.
They're rocking his
he's
clubs.
selling out. They're rocking his shit.
They're buying his clubs,
bro. When they announced that he was leaving fucking Nike, the resale on old Nike clubs and fucking Tiger Woods shoes.
His shoes don't sell, but his clothes do. And his clubs do.
I get that, but what I'm saying is, do you think that? What I'm saying is do you feel like he would be? It would. I think his shit would be through the roof even more if he was still relevant and playing.
If he wins another
then I
golf
think
match or anything like that, it's going to change anything. That's what he's going for, and that's why he's got his own brand of stuff. He knows the weight that everything holds, right? Like he realizes he's on the downside of his career. He knows that he has a name and a brand. He's fucking Tiger Eldrick Perkins Woods, and he's got that shit, and that will forever be stamped out there. As we talked about, it's arguably who's the best golfer in the world. Most of us will say Tiger. Jack still argues that he's not because of the wins and stuff. But as we said, if we match up them in their prime versus prime, Tiger would kill him.
Jack has a valid answer.
And I think you're looking at a different when we say Tiger moving the needle, his clothes always sold.
Yeah, I'm not saying they haven't sold.
Can I finish? His shoes never sold, but he made millions from his clothes and his golf clubs.
Yeah.
P790s, people buy them. Yeah. I have 15 Tiger Woods shirts. And people were buying Nike for golf shit because of Tiger.
Okay, so I get that. But who?
So he's on that same level as Jordan with clothing, but not shoes.
I don't even think he's close on clothing.
Young people are buying Jordans. Young people are not buying Tiger Woods stuff.
Yeah, I don't even think
people are buying Jordans because Jordan's an overall brand. I'm saying golfers, if you take sport by sport, basketball players and golfers are buying Tiger Woods shit. Regular people don't buy Tiger Woods shit because regular people don't know about golf.
I think golfers are also buying golf shit. I think golfers are also buying Jordan shit.
Yeah, but the reason why
Jordan's running the shoe company.
Only reason Jordan is in the golf game is because Tiger Woods was there first.
I get it. Yes, and his shoes are better.
Right.
That we're not out golfing because Michael Jordan played in the PGA.
We weren't buying any kind of golf shit.
I'm not saying that at all. But what I'm saying is that a lot of shit changed when they started making J's that had cleats on them.
That's because niggas.
I mean, that's Jordan. He did that. He decided to take over everything.
20-year-old golfer, 25-year-old golfer is moved by Tiger Woods anymore. That's all I'm saying.
Fair.
We are.
But you bring up a good point, Chachi. But who's the next golfer that's going to bring that next young?
And I was trying to think about that. I don't know. I don't see one.
I don't think they're there yet. I don't.
You know why? Because there's not a successful black golfer yet. We gotta wait for another one of them.
I think there's some kid in high school right now who's finally figuring things out. I think we're years away from the next great. I think
because we're asking them to be elite and have some style, which is because Scheffler is elite, but he's got no style. Nobody wants to look like Scheffler.
But I think, I think Nike pushes a lot on him. If
HV3 was good, like real good. I mean, he's a fair player. Don't get me wrong. But if he was winning, he maybe do that. No, if Thigala gets hot, he might be able to do it. I mean, that have charisma that people come to.
Since you mentioned Scheffler, one thing I noticed about Scheffler is that I feel like the things that he wears and his gear and all his Nike stuff, I feel like they're like, and I feel like they're putting
where's old man shit.
But I'm saying they put it, but that's their idea of that's their idea.
That's the majority golfer,
right?
But it's not. It's not.
But it's not. But what I'm saying is that's their idea.
But no, it's not because Nike has moved. Oh, Nike has moved over to the young shit, Jordans.
But that's not the majority person paying to play golf.
No,
but that's the majority of people buying their shit, and that's what they're going after.
Yes, I agree with you, Chachi. That they're trying to mold that. Like when I look at what they're trying to do to him, when I look at the way he came up, he wasn't wearing stuff like that before.
Well, he's never. No matter what you do, Scheffler, he's not going to be cool to the young crowd.
Hold on,
so you might as well use him for the middle-aged crowd.
I think winning can change.
You're using those Xanders, the Finals.
Those guys are for the young people.
They have a little more. They have a little more swag.
I will tell you right now.
And the thing is, they don't even have to win that much. They have swag. Scheffler has to win to be the old person guy, and those guys just have to be cool.
Golf is not influenced by the players anymore. The number one influence right now in golf are the media personalities. You got the page brands. So? Yeah, and right now, the number one brand in golf right now is the podcast, the Bob Does Golf. Have a good day. They are signing all kind of social media page branding, all these ladies and men and stuff, and they're just on YouTube, and they go play with these people. Bob does sports, and they do. Shout out to them if you want to have the Negroes on. If you're
good,
Colorado,
good. And they got their brand out there. And right now, there's an article out there, and they're like, the biggest influence in golf right now is good, and all them people. They surpass Barstool and all that stuff, and they're signing all kind of people. And I think I just saw what you just saw on your
Chachi,
phone.
Don't do it.
Chachi,
you'll start getting those good TikToks, and you won't stop watching, bro.
No, I'm talking about Marcus here.
Yeah, shout out. Hold on, let's take a break real quick. I'll give you a shout out. Keenan Allen has been traded to the Chicago Bears for a 4th round.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
I like me some.
My bad. That happened. He sent that a while ago.
He's solid.
I wasn't on my phone. I was doing the pod. I was putting my focus on the pod.
You can't even say any hate. He's solid.
No, I'm not hating at all. I think they're getting a solid player. What are they going to do with the pick now? What do you think they're going to do with the first pick? That's all. They're
taking a quarterback. They're taking a quarterback now.
No, they're not.
That tells you right now, because they have DJ Moore on the other side that they just paid for, and they got Keenan Allen that they traded for. Guess what?
I have a question.
They're taking a quarterback, number one.
I have a question.
I don't think so.
So if you haven't traded your quarterback yet, why would you take a quarterback and have him sit on the bench?
Well, one, no one is fielding the quarterback, and don't say yet, because the Denver Broncos are the dummies out there, and we'll trade for fucking Fields.
I want to trade for Fields.
I don't think Fields is bad. I don't think Fields is bad.
I think he's good.
Marcus doesn't like him, but that's the only one that I know that doesn't think Fields can't play.
This is the problem with Fields.
We all showed you his stats.
Okay, that's all right.
This is the problem with Fields, and then we can discuss this on the Red Cup, boys. But I'll leave this for you. Fields' option for next year is $25 million that we have to pick up. So are you just going to test drive him for a year and pay him a certain amount, and then you have to pick up his option, and you still got to pay Russ another $25-30 million? You're still
I'm drafting the motherfucker.
Yeah, Broncos won't take him.
There you go.
I'm drafting.
The Jets can take him, though. I'm happy with that.
I know
Jets
the
could.
Jets.
Hey, is your boy gonna be vice president or what? Like,
No.
Oh, here we go.
He never even said that. It was just on a whole swim.
I know. I'll just
Yeah. Hey,
It's funny how they
but-
put that out there, and he's like, he never said that.
they come. They push shit so quick in the media. It's fucking funny to me.
Hey, let's
Yeah.
move on to hey, shout out, it's Pi Day today while we're recording. Happy 3.4 blah 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 day. Go get you some pie. Have pie out there.
Chili
Get
dog
you some
day.
pie. So
Chili dog, don't let it get
real
you
quick,
fired.
let's go through our favorite segment of the week that everyone loves and can't get around. Hey, hate of the week segment. Hey, we have some hate from you listeners that I've been saving up, and we have a couple of them. Buga, you went way to the other side. We want it wild, but not that wild. But welcome back. That's what they said.
I'm confused. You can't ask for a fully loaded double cheeseburger and not get all the condiments like jalapenos, lettuce, tomatoes, cheese, and a little bit of sauce, that extra secret sauce. I ain't gonna say what it is, but then complain about it.
Oh boy.
So, I mean, make up your mind which one you want. As a listener, tell me how you want me. If you want me in my relationship feelings or fuck the world feelings. Let me know where you want me at, and I'll try and help you out, which I won't because I don't give a fuck. But
make up your own mind.
We'll see how it rolls.
Nice. I like it. And then it says, Booga's coming back to himself. But why is the other rest of the crew not hating? You too good now that the show is growing?
Ooh.
Shit.
Ooh. And Suge said earlier he ain't got no hate this week.
Actually, I just remembered some. I do.
Hey,
Oh,
actually,
here he go now.
Matter of fact, you know what I'm hating on? I'm hating on that user and his mama too. Hey, don't hate on me because I'm happy. So, hey, don't be upset if you see Emitch in the crib. All right? Fuck your mama and your hate, player.
We know your URL, and that gives you your address, bitch.
All right. So, with that being said, anyone have any hate here? I have actually a little bit of hate left here.
Hate.
All right, Chachi,
I got
go
hate
ahead.
too.
All right.
I'm gonna go ahead and hate on some fucking corporate ass greed. Corporate ass greed. I'm gonna get on a plane, and I'm not a tall dude. I'm not even 6 foot. I'm like 5'11" 3/4. And I'm a normal sized dude. How is my knees hitting the back of the airplane seat to where I can't even move? I feel trapped. Like in the middle of the flight, it's only like a 3 hours and 40-minute flight. I thought I was gonna get up and scream in the middle of this flight because my knees was hurt. I could go nowhere. All that so they could squeeze an extra row in and charge some people.
You're a Negro. You're a Negro, Chachi.
And I'm 6'2", so I know when Chachi shit's hurting, he knows my shit was in pain.
And then, so we turn to my wife and we're like, nah, upgrade this shit immediately for the flight back. And so she does. We come back, they put us in some more fucking normal seats. Charged it. She's showing me the transactions. Luckily, the flight wasn't full, so we ended up kind of having the whole rows to ourselves, and so it ended up being okay. But fuck corporate greed.
Yeah, for real.
Fuck Valeris.
All right, Booga, you got a hate?
My hate is because of Chachi. So me and Chachi always have an understanding in life when it comes to me and him and the families. We go places, we don't think about money and who's paying and things like that. But when we go places, and we both tip very well. But when your waitress, customer service, when your waitress, the bar is empty on a fucking Saturday at 1 o'clock, there's 4 people there, and me, Chachi, and Ari we have 3 of those people. It takes you 30 minutes to 45 minutes to come back to see if we okay, if we want another drink.
Oh,
I got a problem.
Now, let me give the small details you missed.
Island time, brother.
We order the drinks. Ari orders food. They bring Ari's food. Our drinks are already gone. They bring the food. We don't get asked for more drinks. He asks for hot sauce. They bring the hot sauce. They don't ask if we want more drinks. He gets tortillas brought over. Still don't ask us if we want more drinks.
Oh shit.
So we was like, fuck that. We
But
go.
she over there talking to some dude.
Yeah.
The whole time and see me looking
man.
at her, and the dude see me looking at him, and they still don't come over.
She
Let
was
me calm down. So now I'm on, man.
She was getting a tip, all right.
Oh, this guy.
So he pulled out the championship belt. So we was like, fuck it. Bring us the check. They bring the check. Chachi's like, you gonna tip? I'm like, ack. He's like, really? I'm like, fuck him.
I wouldn't have gave
If you don't treat me right, I'm not treating you right.
Yeah, I would have just paid the fucking bill, and that would have been it.
Bro, I was
Because at that point, it feels like that she was wasting your time.
Oh, I also hate exchange rates. That's the other thing I hate.
Oh yeah, like, do all that. You gotta do all that math in your head, man.
They bring you over here to thing, and they like, this is the suggested tip. Is this okay? I'm trying to fucking do the math. I'm like,
Chachi's like, dog,
8,000. You're like 8,000. What the fuck is this shit?
I'm like, are we using 15%, 16, 17, or 18? Let me know.
No, it wasn't that one. No, at the one place, the Italian spot, it just had a number. They're like, this is a suggested tip, and I'm like, I don't know what that means. I'm like,
that's how they get you, man.
And so I just signed it, whatever, and then I'm like trying to do the math as I'm walking out. Like, did I just get this?
They got me.
A couple hundred? What I do?
Yeah.
You have a good time, my friend.
I'm in Mexico. I see the 4,000. I'm like, okay, I'll give you 150, 250. I'm like, I still try and use the 10 to 20% of that number, but it's hard.
Don't work. Yeah,
it's hard.
Well, shout out to them, but she
I
got to
looked
do
at my
better.
credit card, so it wasn't bad.
Yeah, she got to do better.
These nuts.
No doubt.
Suge, you got some hate?
Yeah, I do, man. And this is hate for motherfucking coworkers that when you're working on a project and they're supposed to actually be leading shit.
Oh,
they don't lead shit, and you really gotta help them across the finish line. I hate that kind of stuff. I'm all about, now don't get me wrong, I'm all about being a team player, but don't ever make shit up. Don't lie and say that you're actually doing shit when you're not, and then putting it on everybody else to make them do the work for you. Like I lose all respect for somebody, and I just had that happen at work where we had somebody that was out here making all kinds of shit up, telling everyone that she, kind of met with people and carried a project along. Come to find out, she didn't move along nothing.
Oh,
nothing.
Sorry.
I hate that. I hate that shit, man. Get on, be accountable, man, or find a motherfucking other profession.
Mm-hmm. Hey, I'm just gonna hate real quick on the Duke Blue Devils. I don't know who the fuck y'all are. I don't know what the fuck is going on. I don't know what kind of team is. I don't know. Y'all have identity one day where y'all want to kill teams, and then some days y'all want to play and y'all don't. It never happens. But as I said, I'm hating on y'all. I know y'all are gonna make the tournament because of your record and shit like that, and be ready to play. I don't even know what to expect from y'all when y'all get there. We don't even know what to expect from any of these fucking teams. And then I'm hating on the Utah State folks and everything like that because the coach had just finished coaching. Yes, they lost and stuff like that. They fired her, and they said, "What changes are you gonna make next year?" She said, "I don't know because I've been let go." Cold world. They let her go in the locker room with their players and shit like that. Yeah,
it's a cold world, man.
Cold world.
Oh, Jack.
So fuck those heads and the athletic directors and shit like that. That most of them ain't even played a fucking sport at all in their life, but they get the opportunity because they've been in some kind of management or law or whatever like that, and they get propelled to this, like, oh, we can lead this, and this is the business idea I have for a sports team or a whole college and stuff like that. Meanwhile, it's all about the money and the X's and O's and shit like that. And so, I mean, I feel that or whatever like that, but come on, man, have a little respect, man. Do that shit the next day once she gets home. Now she got to fly home with them kids. They don't know who their next coach is going to be. She's looking for a new job. What does she say? So fuck them.
Everybody's crying and shit.
Nuts. Yeah.
And this is the add-on to Eric's hate. And if you don't know, you know, me and Eric, this motherfucker tearing up shit.
Uh-oh.
Leave it alone. Don't touch shit, won't be shit.
Oh.
Leave it alone.
Take my ass for a walk.
Don't have kids, bruh. Fuck them kids.
Oh.
So if you don't know, you know. Our family dynamic is really divided between 3 teams in our family: Duke, North Carolina, and Kansas.
For real.
Always have been, always will be. So I don't like Duke, and he don't like North Carolina. We go at it all the time. But I text him and I'm like, what the fuck is your team doing? Because you don't know what you want to do. Duke is a good team. They just don't know how to be a good team.
Yeah, we don't know what the fuck's going
So
on.
I'm hating. I don't know if I want to hate on the coach,
That's
the
what I was
players,
going to say.
or what the fuck's going on, because they can't figure out what the fuck they want to do. They're going to make the tournament, but do they need to be there because they are lost?
Well, this is my thing. I don't know what's going to happen because I can't place on the coach yet because we're still getting rid of some of the Coach K stuff. But guess what? The nigga's still bringing in a top rank. He's getting the number one,
But Coach
number
K
3,
never
number
been
8
bad.
person coming in next
That's
year.
do you think if Coach K was still here, do you think this team would be in a position it is?
Yes.
Be better.
They would have beat North Carolina.
I think he would will them to that. But when you have a young coach, because guess what? Coach K wasn't always winning like that. Just like the coach of the Nuggets. He was there for a long time. He wasn't winning until he got his pieces there.
Had to learn.
I had to learn.
I get it. It takes time.
But Coach K make bums good.
He does, right? And we gotta give this guy a chance because he played for Coach K and he won a championship. So
Christian Laettner was a bum and Coach K made him good.
Yeah.
So thinking those comments down there.
You know we can hear you, Chachi, right?
You got there we go. Put them on.
So hey, that wraps up our hate segment of the week. Hey, we're going to get to the Golf Giggin song of the week. It's brought by Golf Gents. Just head over to golfgents.com. They have all the hot shit. Check out Who's the Master collection because the Masters is coming up. I think it's only so many days before the Masters. Check that out. Golf is organic, all kind of shit. Golf life. And then if you're special and you want to get on there and you have something, if you share some embarrassing hate and you send that to us in all our platforms, we're going to send you Don't Be Alarmed Negro t-shirt.
See it on the screen.
Yep, and you'll see it on the screen and on YouTube.
And you can be white and wear Don't Be Alarmed, You Negroes.
It doesn't
it's
so man, you're going to get the fans beat up, dog.
Yeah.
But, hey, hit us up.
Let them know you're representing the people.
If we want to know your craziest either golf story or your worst hate or whatever, and we want to hear that, send it to us. And the one that wins, we're going to send you a Don't Be Alarmed, We're Negro shirt.
Send your love out to the Negros.
Can they send
if you're white, we might have to switch ahead to just DBA.
Can they send it like with their voice, like a voice message? So we can hear, so we
you
can hear it?
That would even be better. So
say it like this. Say Negro.
Yes, and you can do that to Don't Be Alarmed, We're Negros at gmail.com. Send those messages there. Yeah, you can send voice messages.
Send your hate there so we can hear your voice too.
That too.
Gotta hear it.
So, for real. So we'll do that, and we'll start playing all that shit on air and doing all that stuff. So it should be a good time. The Golf Giggin song of the week. What we got? What we got, Suge?
And we got Sticks and Stones by Joyner Lucas featuring my man Conway the Machine.
Good.
I thought it was Benny the Butcher. Thank God.
Benny the Butcher can go, dog. I don't know what's wrong with him.
But you play it all the time.
Hey, shout out to them. Hey, that I ain't even gonna lie. I was actually shook a little bit because Joyner Lucas has put some stuff out, and you don't know what to expect from that.
He can be weird.
He can be a little.
I'm confused.
Okay, go ahead.
And only because he sound like a battle rapper trying to make an album, because he kept saying, look, you making an album. Don't use a filler word like now look.
That's Conway doing that.
Conway, man. That's
he's always
Conway,
going to do this shit.
No, I feel you. Yeah, but and
no different than them like Too Short saying bitch.
No,
like,
now look is not saying bitch. Bitch is a yell word, so don't try that.
I'm just saying these are ad libs. This is how these guys. There's a part of their flow.
No one's in the club saying now look when you
That's
talking
not
about
club music.
You're right, but you compared it to Too Short. When you hear his music, it was like, bitch.
Yeah, but
we know that.
I know, but everyone has their own ad-libs. That's all I'm saying.
That's not an ad-lib. That's a filler word. Judge Judy told me that. She knows.
All right. That's your
I give it 3 bogeys. It was garbage to me.
Okay. Chachi.
I thought it started. Well, first, I like the track. I like the backing track. I thought it started off kind of rough with his cadence, but got better. I thought he really kind of hit the rhythm towards the end of what you played for us, and so I like the cadence there. So I give it 3 out of 5.
Okay.
I'd like to hear more, because if he keeps with that cadence, if it gets smoother like it was towards the end of that, then it could be better.
I'm always rocking my man Conway and the Griselda crew. I like Lucas Joyner too. I think he's talented. I'd like to see him work with more artists, because I think that it brings out the best in him. So when someone, when someone kind of, you bring them onto your song, you have to match their energy. You have to match kind of where they are. And I feel like that's something that Lucas Joyner can do. Like, he can change his style to match up with other cats.
But are you good if you need somebody else?
No, I'm just saying, like, I think that to me, I think if you're trying to expand the culture, I think rap has always been about that. So I think you can always hold it on your own, but I like the collabs, because I feel like that brings other people's artists to view who you are.
Yeah, I've seen that. Like, somebody features on Jay-Z, like you have Eminem, and someone spits on there, and they're like, I got to go back and redo my verse because it's
gotta go harder.
I'm with you on that, but Jay-Z can already do his shit in LL. But when you say it makes him better, that's why I asked. If you can't do an album by yourself, are you really good?
I think you have to challenge.
It makes you shine.
Yeah, I think you have to challenge yourself, and I think to me, I think part of rap has always, like I said, has always been about the collabs and trying to bring the culture together. So for me, I'm a fan of that. I want to see more features, because I look at cats like, there's some guys who actually need it, who I feel like they can't like put out a full album. There are some cats out there like that.
And I'm cool with that. And that's why I said, are you, as an individual, are you that good that you can't put on a full album, so you need collabs?
I'll give you
I like collabs too.
I'll give you a perfect example of someone.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Great collab.
Okay. So someone like French Montana.
Yes, he needs collabs.
He needs help.
His album sucks.
And y'all might disagree with me on this one, but I'm gonna say someone like Jim Jones. I feel like it's hard for him to carry a full album. Like, he can carry songs, he could be hot for some songs, but when I listen to a whole album, I'm like, That's all I'm saying. I'm not, now don't get me wrong. People are gonna knock me for trying to knock Jim Jones. I'm not saying
Dipset was a group, so that's what I'm trying to say. Like, Dipset was a group.
That was a group, right?
Like, I can't listen to a whole Cameron album either.
Oh, exactly my point.
But they were a group, so yeah.
Could you listen to a whole Mace album?
Hell nah. I can't listen to 3 Mace songs.
Yikes.
I can listen to, I can rock some Mace, man. I can listen to Mace. Maybe not a whole album. But.
How many bogeys you giving out of 5 on that?
Hey, that's my nigga Conway was on there, man. So I'm giving out a 5.
Hey, I'm gonna give it the beat was dope. Actually, I can't fuck with the beat. The beat was cool, soulful. I kind of liked it. It actually might have went hard if one of my niggas like Ghostface was rolling on that shit too. It might have been super hard. But maybe they'll do a remix on that. But I'll give them about 4 bogeys on that one. I thought it was cool. Like, as Chachi said, it started off rough, but when he started riding it a little bit, and that was Conway getting it. We didn't hear Joyner Lucas at the end to get to it. So, hey, I encourage everyone to go and listen to that track, Sticks and Stones.
I feel like that was part of the song. Like, I feel like that was part of the whole thing. Like, when
at the beginning, just that cadence.
Like,
the video is cold though.
What he was putting together just wasn't right. It wasn't hitting on the beats. It was just wrong.
I think that was part of the whole thing. Like, so the reason why I say that is because you have to listen to. I listen to a lot of Conway, and like he will change his styles up based on the beat.
I mean, he goes
I feel
hard.
like
Conway goes hard. Last year he put out probably one of the top 5 albums in hip hop. Period.
So I have a question because I went to the bathroom. You left off with talking about Mace. Name me one Mace album that you can listen to from beginning to end.
Ooh.
I didn't know, and I just said, I just told you that I wouldn't probably listen to a full Mace album. It'd probably be more songs than anything else.
Name me a Mace album you can listen to more than 3 songs.
I can't.
He had Harlem World. That was his first one. Came out in 97. That was all right. And then now Double Up, it got a little rough, but people bought that one too. But
I did not
Harlem
buy Double
World
Up.
was new, so I was like, fuck.
That might be the only one.
Yeah, I mean, it is.
His first album, I'll give him 3, maybe 3.5 songs. But yeah, Mace is not one of those ones like you. He needs collabs too.
He this got to do with golf.
Nothing.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
We talking about the Giggin song of the week.
So
a while ago he was.
If you guys
I went to the bathroom to come back and touch on the Mace shit.
I'm just hungry. I want my chili cheese dogs.
Shout out to Chachi can eat.
Oh well, yeah, we can get to the shout outs and everything.
Chili dogs
like
don't
that.
hit you twice, brother.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Oh well.
It's worth it.
Hit us up at Don't Be Alarmed, we're Negro at gmail.com and send us anything that you guys think, any new track, or it could be some track that's your favorite, and we'll play it here and we'll give you what our ranking is in the bogey world on the music thing. So we'll do that. Don't be alarmed, we're Negro at gmail.com. Hit us up for real. Final shout outs. Let's give our final shout outs so Chachi can get to that chili glizzy out here. So,
me on my hot dogs glizzies.
I'm sorry.
Shit, I'm trying to enjoy my hot dog. It's making me out thinking about them all wrong.
My fault.
You ain't never gonna look at it the same.
No.
All he enjoys
all
a
you
good
want,
hot
I'm fucking
dog.
chili cheese dogs up.
Yeah. Chachi, go ahead and give us a shout out.
Man, shout out to my family, of course, as always, my wife and kids. All the support they always provide. Shout out to my boy Ari for putting together the trip. You know, a lot of people say they wish they could or want to do this or that, and he's one that does. So I appreciate that because it just motivated us to go. Shout out to Bug for coming out there with me and hanging out and giving me a reason to go golf because otherwise I don't get to golf usually when I go down there by myself. So it was just a continuation of our normal Sunday rounds, getting out there. So that was fun, you know, trying to find some tee times and eventually find some really good courses. So I appreciate that. You can take your hand off your mouthful like I don't ever say nothing nice about you. Anyways, man, but other than that, just shout out to the fans for keeping it real.
Cool. Buga.
Sorry, my heart is hurting. It's hurting.
Yikes.
Weeks ago,
Emotional.
I got in a relationship and Chachi shouted out Pesa for making me nicer to him, but he has never given me a shout out ever, so I don't know what to do right now.
You can go back and listen to things. She's lying. You lying.
Name one time.
I actually shouted you out for getting me into golf and letting me chill with you and Scotty and Mikey and all them and bringing me with your cousins and all them. So don't even act like I never said thank you for that.
Bitch, that's been 3 years now since you've been on this podcast.
He did say that. He also said he appreciates you how you showed him how to put that shine on the head too.
Should.
Jesus.
Should. Does your feet touch the ground when you sucking his nuts? Calm the fuck down, bro.
Yikes.
Fuck you.
Yikes.
Anyways, I'm gonna give a shout out to Chachi because without him, I would have met Ari and would have gave me more travel partners. Shout out to him and his wife for always hooking things up when we do travel. Appreciate you, much love. Shout out to my family. Shout out to my son coming here and getting his shit together sometimes.
Oh.
Well, he working on this shit. He got 2 jobs.
I like it. Hustle.
But he ain't got a career yet.
I'm over there like, hey, man.
It'll happen. You just work. It'll happen.
Exactly. But I love this dude, and we don't get along all the time, but we get along because we need to. And that's part of love. Like me and Chachi and me and E, we argue, we fight. That's just family shit.
For real.
But shout out to my son for putting in the work and doing what he needs to do to get his life together. I love him. I appreciate him. Shout out to my daughter coming out on a vacation with us. She had a blast with her burnt ass. Don't know how to suntan right. And Shout out to Pessa. I'll see you tomorrow. I need that release.
Oh.
Holla.
Shook. How can you follow that? Love
we got a bond. Got a bond.
Oh, hey. Thank you for enjoying the show. Good night.
All we got for you.
All we got. I'm gonna do that motherfucking that Russell Simmons shit. Thanks for coming.
Thank you for coming out. God bless you. Good night.
They need to bring that comedy show back. Shit.
For
Shout
real.
out to y'all motherfuckers. Even though you talk a lot of shit, man, I love it. I'm on that Buga shit. Fuck your couch. Damn listeners. You know what I'm saying? We out here to give y'all a great show. And some of y'all want to come out here and hate on us, but that's all right. We love the hate. We love our haters. And that's why we here, man. So shout outs to the listeners. Shout outs to all of our haters as well. Keep bringing that shit in because we love it. And we're going to hate your ass right back. And we'll let you know how we feel about the hate that you send into us. So shout outs to my family. Shout outs to what we thought was motherfucking spring.
For real.
But that shit's weeks away again. It's like Groundhog Day. It just comes back. The fucking winter just comes back in cycles, man.
That's not how Groundhog Day works.
I'm just saying if you wake up the same
Groundhog Day doesn't work with comebacks.
I'm just saying you're supposed to. We thought we were done with this shit. I'm saying it came back like February 2nd, brother. You know what I mean? That's all I'm saying. So we're waiting for the real weather to be here so we can get out there and get to swinging because we're behind y'all motherfuckers. Again,
y'all always gonna be behind.
I'm coming at it now.
Yeah, I know you got that. You know,
always gonna be behind us.
Your whole fucking backyard is pop.
Champ.
Oh man, you should see my putting green I just put in.
His shit is looking nice, bro.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, we're gonna have to go travel to your house and we're
like 36-foot putt or something like that.
Man. But no, man, shout outs to y'all fellas, man. And shout outs to all of our folks who couldn't join us. Mikey, we need you back on, man. Where you at?
Yes, indeed.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? DJ, come back on, man. We want to hear from you. Even a homeboy down there, Teed Up Kicks. Yep. We want you to come back on the show, brother. So let us know when you can come back on, man, and we'll get it. Even Ty.
Yep. He wants us back on. He actually wants us to come to a tournament.
Let's go
and play and actually pod from there. So we just got to see.
Man.
I mean, I got nothing but time now, so we can figure that out.
We're gonna do that, man.
Oh yeah, I remember Dennis's thing too.
Yeah,
let's do
it. Podcast at the golf course.
Let's do it.
I'm with it.
So hey, man, again, shout outs to y'all fellas and shout outs to the listeners, man. We coming right back at your ass next week after the players, and we're gonna talk some more live golf and the ladies as well.
Shout out to the Fam Bam. Shout out to that limeade, my favorite. Shout out to my snowblower. Man, I abused you today with this snow. I'm sorry, but I appreciate you keeping the pace. Hard Knock Slicers, the season's coming up.
Pause, bro.
We may be. Oh, sorry.
You said shout out to my snowblower. I abused you today.
For real.
You
that
put
was
him in the wrong end of your.
I did. That was a pause moment. I'm sorry, but it was true.
Man, y'all in these releases and pause moments and shit, man.
Yeah, sorry. Hard Knock Slicers season's coming soon. We may expand to 20 folks. We got some folks coming back to the tournament. It should be a good time. We're looking forward to that. Hey,
expand states.
Not far off of that. We've been talking about a whole bunch of different stuff. So we're working on something for sure. Shout out to the Taxation Terries, man. I saw one at the PGA Golf Store when I was getting my regrips. It's tax season for show. This black dude ain't never seen a golf course, and she bought him a brand new set, and he was holding her from the back. And if I could have got a picture, but I was getting help from this old dude, I would have sent y'all a picture. But
he snuck and snowed in this week.
Oh, dude, and when she turned around, I said, "Lord have mercy, dude. Lord have mercy."
Was she Bigums?
She wasn't Bigums, but I could see from the
was it worth it?
But
was it worth it?
The money was worth it because he got a full set. I don't know what he does. Like missionary is out of the question if it was me.
Oh,
sorry. God bless you. But hey,
it's terrible.
He got a new set out of that. Shout out to you, Taxation Terry.
Man.
And then it's almost S&S, sundress, sandals, and springs. Hey, man, I appreciate you ladies out there, man. I can't wait to see my lady in them sundresses and sandals, man, for real.
I don't want to see no Flintstones though, dude.
No, you got to have your toes out, have your toes right,
Yeah,
man.
don't be out here like you've been
my shit. Me,
moving
Redman,
your
and a couple people. But
You had a full winter to get your feet right.
yeah.
For
Don't
real,
be out here like you got a
full
hole.
winter.
Don't be out here like you got a hole in your floorboard.
For
Get
real.
some new sandals so your toes ain't hanging over the top.
For real.
Hey,
No
that goes-
scraping, no
All these
scrapers.
crusty ass people out here in Colorado, man, be wearing fucking sandals and shit and don't have no business. It's not even.
They should be scraping.
It's fucking
on the
snowing still.
scrapers. But
They
get your
could go out
shit
here
right.
and shovel. There's motherfuckers out here right now. They could probably go out here and shovel just with their feet.
Ooh.
They look so bad.
And I don't want no part of that. But yeah, get it right.
Take care of yourself, man.
Yeah, please take care of yourself. Hey, we love you. We thank you. Hey, any of the influencers, hey, we're going to reach out. We're going to gather all our influencers and reach out to you. We know some of you listen to our show and you dig it and you've been waiting for us. We want you to come on this show. We got some people. We're probably going to have the underground golf folks come on. That's the people I met at the Golf Expo. Have they asked come on here. They got a brand. Let's talk about it here. Any folks that you guys think that should be on here, we're going to reach out to you and get you on here because we just like to have a good time and figure things out and talk a little golf and talk a little shit. So with that being said, Suge, let's get up out of here so we can get to that chili dog.
And be careful with them glizzies, Chachi.
Wow.
Yo.
Hey, as we always tell you, man, check in on your people, man. It's important. A lot of crazy shit is popping off out here, man. And you know, it's the time of year when we're supposed to be out here playing golf. Like I said, we are close, but not close enough. You know, so y'all motherfuckers out there that can play, fuck y'all for right now. We hating on you, me and E, and us niggas out here in Colorado, looking at all this snow, while y'all out there rubbing your chest and hitting golf balls.
Yeah, come on, man.
I'm just fucking with you. Anyways, man, listeners, if you like fucking with us, tell somebody else so they can. And if you don't, tell somebody anyway so they can come give us some more hate. We love all of y'all, man, at the same time. We're building this Don't Be Alarmed Nation. Like E said, we coming at you with the shirts. Buy them. Go out there and wear them.
For real.
Spread this DBA Nation as much as you can so that way we can bring blessings and all this funny shit we be talking to somebody else. And on that note, man, let's get out of here, E. We out this motherfucker.
Don't be alarmed, we're Negros.
This is El Negro.
Yes, indeedy.